Now, all of the messages, or certainly a lot of the messages and the phone calls we have from Manchester United fans, it does feel as though there's a massive pile on Onana, right? And I know he made 2 mistakes, 2 bad mistakes, but I've got to say, it does feel, to me, from the outside looking in, that Man United fans are looking for a bit of a scapegoat for how bad your team has been. Not just today, because of those errors. Yes, he's culpable, but this season, the season's gone since Sir Alex left. Okay, let's go and speak to Steve, right? Let's speak to Steve, the Man United fan. All right, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
All right, lads.
All right, Steve.
Great show as usual.
Now, listen, it says in front of me, Onana is finished at United, drop him for the season, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I think.
Let me stop you there. Before we go any further, who else has been good at United this season, the last 3, 4, 5 seasons?
As a team, we've been absolute garbage.
No, individuals. Because it's all well and good now picking on Onana, and I understand the frustration, but it feels right now, he's going to be all over the back pages. We're talking about it. The messages that have come in have been nothing about Onana. It's a pile-on because of what happened before the game with Nanda Matic. Okay?
Well, I think Matic has played a blinder there. He's just sold him down the river, and he's bit on it, to be quite honest. And a man of his so-called European experience shouldn't be getting involved in mind games before a match.
Right.
He's played straight into Matic's hands, and Matic must be laughing all the way home tonight.
Probably. But what about you?
So, but me, I think, I've said it for the last 5 or 6 games, that he should be put in in there, give him a go, because our season's done in the Premier League. All we've got is this Europa League now, and I used to play as a defender. If I look behind me and I see my goalkeeper doing that, I'm thinking, we got to go and score 3 against this lot, because...
You don't score 3. What about having a pop at Højlund? What about the rest of the team? I get it.
Højlund's got to go. There's going to be a big clear-out at Old Trafford this season, and I'm all for it, to be honest. Bring in the youngsters that they've been bringing in. Get rid of Casemiro, Shaw, well, to name but a few. Lindelof, he can go. There's so many players there. Rashford's got to go. Anthony's got to go. You're talking about taking 50, 60 million pounds worth of wages off of the wage bill, and you're getting players in that can play better.
Steve, do you think anyone... Yeah, true. Do you think anyone tonight is backing Onana? Now, I say this because he ain't going to drop him. He won't drop him. You can't drop him now. You drop him after those 2 mistakes, and I don't think he'll play again for Manchester United. Before, when he's made a few mistakes, look at Rangers, for instance. Lost to Hibernian at the weekend. Goalie weren't great. Jack Butland didn't play tonight. He was on the bench. That's the opportunity. He hasn't done it tonight. So if there was ever an opportunity, it was today's game. So he's not going to do it. So next week at Old Trafford, is he going to get backed?
I think he should have used Bayern for the European games anyway, because Bayern will go, and he's not a bad keeper. When he's come in, he's done a job. He's done a decent job. And Onana, he's turning into one of them Spurs keepers that you know he's going to throw one in. He's unreliable. He's just unreliable.
All right, Steve. There's no doubt about it. He's you can't defend what he did. I'm not looking to do that. But what I am looking at not just.
No, he's not going to get dropped. He's not going to be dropped. So will he be back?
I've got to look at replacing him in the long term.
All right, Steve. Thanks for the call. Let's go and speak to Craig, who's a Rangers fan. All right, Craig. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Craig.
Evening, gents. How we doing?
Yeah, pretty crazy game. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Crazy game.
It was crazy. Like you say, we've played 90 minutes with 10 men. We've played the last 10 minutes of the game with 9 men because my centre half got injured, and we had no more subs we could put on. Bilbao scored. Varcek then gave them a penalty instead of the goal, and our reserve goalkeeper saved it. Just
great save. I've seen it.
Yeah, and for us, this is the crazy thing about this club. I know you talk about Spurs and Man United, where we sum up as a basket case club. We have lost 5 games in a row at home to the likes of Queen's Park, Motherwell, St Mirren, and yet in Europe, we're holding on against teams like Bilbao, Fenerbahce. It's crazy. every Rangers fan can't get their head round how we are a different animal in Europe.
Sometimes that happens, don't it, Craig? Sometimes that happens. Obviously, you've drew with Athletic Bilbao tonight, the favourites for this competition. If you had 11 players, or next leg we got 11 players, you back yourself?
I do. I mean, I'm not. Listen, Bilbao are a great side. There's no doubt about that. But I think every Rangers fan would say tonight that there's nothing we're scared of. They didn't blow us away. You know, they might have more in the tank at home. I don't know, but they had the man advantage for pretty much the whole game, and they didn't really hurt us. You know, like it's strange to say, but I'm feeling quite confident for going over there, which is wild.
Craig, appreciate the call. Up the Teddy Bears.
Come on, the boys.
It's Craig, the Rangers fan, looking back on what was a crazy game. Going to 10 men, Athletic Bilbao missed a penalty. It was 0-0 going over there. It's not over, but you would have thought Athletic Bilbao, that's where the final's being played, by the way, are in the box seat, but you never, ever know.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.